Hey guys, it's Erros. Sorry for what you're about to see. And what I mean is you're going to see my F3 screen. The whole video. So I'm going to apologize right now in advance, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Hey guys, it's Erros, and as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about supposedly the fastest auto smelter. Now, it comes from this design, but in the beginning I was trying to do this design. I was trying to make it, but somewhere I messed up. I actually didn't have this repeater here. I had a piece of redstone, and it messed up the timing and everything went terribly wrong. So from that I was like, okay, well, why don't we try if that design is broken and hoppers no longer work, why don't we go to rail tracks? So I tried this design and this works perfectly fine. All you have to do is come down here, put items into the chest, obviously, and let them go up this item elevator, but this item elevator is broken because, as you can see right there, those hoppers are part of its wall and the items actually jump out from the inside right there just because it's convenient for them. But this is perfectly fine, works very fine, very compact. As you can see, a storage room on the other side. I disconnected it and moved it down one. That's why it looks like that. But this isn't the auto furnace we're talking about. This one is. This one's a lot more, I guess, everywhere and all messed up. But it comes off the idea of this auto smelter, which this one is Generikb's 9001 auto smelter. I forget the exact name of it, but it comes from CodeCrafted. So what we did is we took Generik's idea of splitting it into 4. As you can see here, I already have the skeleton laid out for you guys. And we took it and we used the 4 on one side and 4 on the other side. So as I'm flying around this, showing you different parts, feel free to pause the video and look at them so that it becomes easier to build. Now, this is a length of 15 by 11 width and 12 high. So as we can see, this is the wiring, and these are 2 item elevators that use that technology that is fairly simple and fairly new. Now let's just feel free to pause as we just go over. Now the only pieces that are missing are the 3 blocks that go right here because you want to disconnect these, and same for over here. And if you got glimpses of it right here, this was a design that I was working on to make all the items output right here even faster. So you can see these are all powered. Now these are all half slabs. If they were full blocks, this one would power that one, and we don't want that to happen. So here let's go and get a block of coal because I like to use that as an indicator of where we are looking, or where the items will be distributed into. Now this is also a tutorial. Now the title is this possibly the fastest one? I believe it is, but if you know anything about hoppers to chest to hoppers, you know that, well, without a stopping thing or a stop, right, like here, the chests act like other hoppers and they will go straight through. So this is a little 2x2x4 creation to help catch the items in here. Now that works fine and dandy and all of that, but let's get to the building portion of this, since this is a tutorial. So of course we're going to mimic each side, and we're going to put these right here. But we need one of these because we need the delay that comes with it to do it. So we see that we have that. Let's get these blocks out, and now we're going to add the catching system, or it blocks the items from essentially just doing whatever they want. But here we are. So I tried looking up, what was I looking up? Oh, I tried looking up designs for that to see if anyone had created it before, and it looks like this is pretty recent. I guess I might have made it, but I'm not sure, because I did get rather bored watching a lot of people sound very unexcited about this. They sounded tired, and I don't know why, and I keep on messing up. That's really funny. I know my voice is probably a little monotone compared to a lot of people's, which might make mine a little boring. But we're going to get past that, and I want to try to show you what could possibly be the fastest auto smelter. So we got all these. We got all that. Now, what next? Well, as you can see, we got this. We are going to build the filters. So these hold charcoal as one of the fuel ingredients and coal blocks. The reason I'm not using coal is because it likes to mess up and be difficult. I don't know as to why it is, but it loves doing that to me. So, and what I'm talking about is, so when the items go through the chest and all, or when they go through the system, these hoppers and everything, they tend to, on the second time that they're going through, they tend to just get clumped up. So 2 remainder, or we'll see like in the first 64 stack, all 8 will get distributed. In the second, 9 will go here to both of these each, and 7 will go to each of these. And same with this side. I don't know as to why that happens, but it likes to happen. So instead, we're going to change over to coal blocks, which I've tested to see if they are perfectly fine and work, and they do. So we can use those instead of these, even though it takes a lot more of them to, of course, or it takes a lot more coal to make them, which means we're probably not going to get a stack of 64. But that being said, we still have 2, that's right, 2 different fuel sources. And I forgot to mention that one over there only has 1. So that being said, you can see the definite advantages of using this system. Now, how it's compared to other systems, I believe it is the fastest. I definitely not going to go out and be like, hey, or I guess I am going out and saying, hey, mine is the fastest, please come look at it. Any feedback, I guess, would be liked, but you know, I shouldn't already be a view whore, as you may say. Who cares? So as we can see, we're making the filters, and of course those are already in correct alignment. Do that there. Let me get that out. Let me do that. And we'll go down. We'll press that there. Come on, right there. So as we can see, hopefully you're following along to what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm not doing it too fast, but I kind of don't want to make this a very long video. I would like people to actually watch it and learn from it, because I believe this is very fascinating. I would like people to, of course, use my design, and hopefully it helps you in any way possible. Let's switch over to this. So this is the cool part. The reason why it's a 6x6 gap is because we need an even distribution. So in other words, we need to take these chests and we need to put them on top right here, and right there. So why is that exactly? Well, when I was using an odd number, what would happen is one side would get favored because it had less hoppers on it. And so especially if you were doing coal, or the fuel source, which is in the middle, and you were using one line or 2 lines, I guess you could say, they weren't cooperating together. They did everything in their power to not cooperate. And I'm staring over there to see exactly how I built this, because this has taken me a couple of days to build, which is remarkable and painstakingly painful, as it may be said. Except for we don't need to. of those. So of course, you can see as I build this, it's definitely becoming more defined, and I hope you can't hear my father screaming. He's watching football. You know how people get about football. And I'm talking about American football. I'm not talking about European football. Or as it is also called, soccer. So we are taking this. We're putting this here and here. Correct. Yes, we are doing that as such. And I really wish I could look at my keys, and of course I don't have that. Sometimes, I'd like to talk to you guys about that. Sometimes this weird glitch happens where if you don't click down before leaving your inventory, an item will disappear because it will register as you throwing it away, but it won't go out of your inventory. It will just disappear, which is rather confusing. And did I build that too high? Did I? No. Did I? What the? Oh, I'm stupid. I was doing it to the chest and not to the hopper, which it's supposed to be at. That's why. Oh, keyboard, come back. Of course, let's put that there. You probably hear my keys just going crazy. That's another thing I would like to do is get a new keyboard so you can't hear the thumps of the keys or the clicks of my mouse. Just overall get better quality, in other words. And as you can see, we're adding another filter. So what this does is as soon as it detects an item in there, it will stop it. It will straight just stop it and keep it from going. Now we are going to get away from this redstone block, because when I was testing this out originally, if you go right next to it, this redstone block is not only powering diagonally, but it's powering diagonally. It's also powering diagonal. I don't know how to say that, but it's powering up like that. So it would power to the piston, or the hopper, sorry. That would be right where this is, but I can't really show you because it's not there. Let's see. So of course we're gonna go here, and we're gonna go over. So we want to include both of these, and they're going to be the filters and the sorters. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go over and one more over. So we got the item elevator there. Am I missing anything? Let's check. I think we're correct, aren't we? Yeah, it looks correct. It is correct. Okay. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure that it's correct. As you can tell. So where does that come out? It comes out right at that. So do that. That goes into the wall. Oops. And then we go in again like that. And this is going to be where the smeltables come out. So in other words, after the system is done, it's going to put the smeltables through here. Oh, shit. And yeah, and then you can either have this, well, I guess you could have this here. You could put it going across this way as long as you don't touch the redstone. Or you could put it to the right, or I guess if you're looking straight at it, it should be to the left, because this is the front, because you have that chest. And of course you can do it that way. Now let's make this how I want to make it. I want to make it with glass so you can see into it and see the items coming up. So we have that. There we are. So this is just, it's basically done. This is just the end. This is just the item transport. So, you know, whatever. We are almost completely done. So that's good. The one thing I did forget to do is if you're burning wood and you want to use charcoal, of course, as one of the filters, what you want to do is you want to put another sorting system on this hopper system to go to your sorting room, and before it gets there, of course. And from that, we're going to catch the item and we're going to put it back into that chest. Now, to put it back in, we can easily just put a dropper below it and power it whenever an item goes in. And I'm thinking about how to make it so you don't see it through the floor. You can put a dropper there, comparator not there. It looks like it would be seen through the floor, or possibly we could have it so it dropped down in this little area. So we just build this up. I don't know how you're going to get it to drop in through this area, but I guess you could go from the back, catch it early, and then have it go down in hoppers, and then of course hopper it into right there, just to make it so it will put charcoal back into the system without you having to do anything. Now, why choose this one over others? I think I probably already said this. Is mostly because you don't have to put materials in two different chests. You don't have to put your fuel source, and you don't have to put your, of course, fuel in two different chests. And I just dropped that. Come on. And it's probably in the system. So it should be in this first chest. Is it? Huh. Okay, well, we can, of course, ignore that, and hopefully that doesn't happen to you. Or when you're building it, of course, but you're also you're probably not building it in creative, like I am. You're probably building it in survival, and that's what this is meant for. And why do I keep on hitting the Q key? I really need to stop doing that. I know, guys. I'm 17 minutes in, and I'm getting pretty boring because I have nothing left to talk about, and that is truthful. I guess I'm just trying to get this built so you guys can have a happy time building it. Wow. I hope you really can't hear my father screaming at the TV. That's just weird. So we're going to put this here and here. Oh, I know where it is. It's right there. Nice. It grabbed it. So that shows you one thing you can do. I like that being there. So we're going to use a block of coal. But okay. Of course, you're going to need 3 of each. We're going to use block of coal, and we're going to use charcoal. Block of coal. Put that right there. You got to do that. And then it puts 1 in. And that will be right there. So for every next item that comes in, you'll be perfectly fine. They'll all flow in and go into the chest and sort themselves out. So I'm going to show you a demonstration, of course, because why would I leave you with just, I guess, nothing but a demonstration? And I can't find the coal block, which I forgot is right there. So it doesn't matter what order you put it in other words. So you can put it in that order, or you can put it in coal blocks first. And so this is how the system works. If you're following it from before, it turns off the torch right here, which you can see from the line being off, and it keeps it off because, oh, you probably didn't see that. It's set on 1 and this is set on 4. Now it just helps, I guess it catches the timing. So when this turns off, that's on, and when this is on, this is off, and it just keeps on going back and forth. So the torch is completely off the whole entire time that items are being dispersed. And I should probably turn my volume down, but we're just gonna sit back, let it happen, and we're going to take a little couple more minutes to watch it. And hopefully this doesn't get too long. I know we're almost at 20 minutes. We're about a couple of seconds from it. But we're just going to watch it and hopefully it works. So you can see now we're on the coal blocks, which I believe I put in second. Yeah, I put them in second. So we're just going to fly around and look at the system. But we're definitely going to watch this. So it jumps up over the hopper because the hopper acts like a block. So it's all blocks. So you saw that. The items went in there. They block these hoppers. And the reason I put this as a regular chest is because a trap chest would lock the hoppers behind or below it, and it would mess up the flow of items. So we can watch it, go in, we'll see that it gets to 64 stacks each. Now, I believe was it coal block? The coal block filter was first. Yeah, the coal block filter was first, but it doesn't matter. Because the hopper right here, you see that the charcoal goes in first, so of course it's going out first, so it doesn't matter which one's which, and that's why it doesn't matter what order you put it in. So here we're going to watch it. It's going to go in, of course the charcoal's going to go into the furnaces down there. And hopefully by showing you that it works with the fuel source, that you can also believe that it works with the smeltables. So you can see it's going by twos because it's getting split. And this mimics the idea of you placing items into a chest. It will split it from there. But all you need to do is lock it. And you can make it automatic, and you can just throw as many items in here. As long as this doesn't have to go past the 5-minute mark and items start despawning. If they start despawning, then, well, you're screwed because you just lost a bunch of your valuables. Now, as you can see, it's distributed, and it did quite well. So we're going to hop down here, and I'm going to show you the coal blocks. So 8, 8, 8, keeps going. I'm not going to show you a second run. Just trust me that it does work. It's not going to screw you over like it does with the regular coal instead of charcoal. Charcoal for some reason works better than coal, and coal blocks get rid of that stupid error. But of course, and then this is it. Now you can put a front on it like I did. I mimicked right here, that's a coal block, not a chest. And I put that as a chest. Now all you have to do is surround it with, of course, walls, and then put a half slab in front of it, and it looks like a nice black out room. And then you put black there and black right there, and it looks pretty nice, of course. Or you could also probably just make both of these walls black, and it would look also like one of those blacked out rooms, just so it looks a lot similar, and you got a nice facade. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you liked my design and you enjoyed it. If there's any way that you find to compact this more, please let me know. I'd really like to know, so that this can be the most compact version of the fastest hopper whatever thing. And the reason why I say it's fastest is because it uses the whole split it in 4. Of course you could probably split it in 2, but that would take a lot of space, and it would of course be faster, but it would also require a lot more splitting up there, and we don't want to do that. And it's of course faster than the minecart because it doesn't have to wait here while the items are filling it up. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.